When I left university, I had everything in my hands. Years had built up of things that were happening from right back to my teenage years that I had quickly dismissed once I got over it. I never brought it up, never talked about it. So when I started teaching, I was Mr. Nihmey. I was the ultimate person for these kids. They looked up to me, they respected me, the staff loved me. Little did I know that deep inside there was something killing me. One thing I often did, and did it many times, was at lunch hours, I would hide in the staff washroom on the second floor. I would lie on the floor and I would try to drown out the thoughts I had and the negativity. And even when I looked at myself in the mirror, I hated what I saw. And I would lie there for 40 minutes without anyone in my staff knowing whatsoever. I have to step into that hallway, and the minute I do, the smile comes on, and it comes on strong, because I do not want anyone knowing where I was. So in 2000, I made the decision that I was going to leave teaching. Over a couple of weeks, it built, and it built, and it built. I use the word euphoria to explain it, because I've never felt anything like it. As I went into my highs, I started to think very irrationally. I had the power and capabilities to raise big businesses around the world. I started spending money to the point where I almost had $9,000 or $10,000 in debt. First, I was chosen a prophet of some type. God was guiding me. It was in April that I 100% believed that I was the second coming of Christ. My sister said, "You better go and see a doctor." Sat with me and I told him what had happened. He's like, "Chris, this is bipolar disorder." I went into my major depression, which was over 2 months in my parents' basement. With the medication and my family surrounding me, I started to make progress. In 2005, still in the midst of the storm I was going through, and it was my dad that said, "Have you ever thought of writing your story?" Picking up that pen made me realize that I had purpose in my life. There was meaning behind what I was going through. Think of the people I could help and prevent them from the longer road that I took by them getting help early and finding their family and finding the friends and the doctors to support them through what they're going through. When I got the call that I was selected to be one of the faces, it was a way of saying, "Chris, all the hard work you've done over the last 3 and 4 years, this is why. We don't want it to stop here. We want you to now take your message even further."